Yo, guys, what is up? I'm going to talk about the Patriots 2019 season and just talk about it in full context. What's wrong? How do they fix it this offseason? It's it's a mess, guys. Look, it's a mess. They honestly have taken this organization and it's just going downhill for right now. Look, I will tell you this. Is Tom Brady what he once was? No. But can he be still a great quarterback in this league? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. And I'm telling you right now, if you gave him any pieces around him whatsoever this year, we would have been going to winning our seventh Super Bowl. Because, guys, Edelman, he did he threw over 4,000 yards this year with Edelman, dropping passes to New. Ben Watson, who draws a flag on every good play that happens. A rookie in N'Keal Harry. And a guy who can't not catch, but he runs pretty well in Philip Dorsett. That's what he had to work with this year, and he still threw for 4,000 yards. Wasted a second-round pick on Sanu. Honestly, wasted that pick, and we still got to 4,000 yards with Brady. And I saw some of the passes he was making in that AFC wildcard game versus the Titans. Every pass was in tight coverage that he completed. It was in tight coverage. No one could get open. His best tight end was a 38-year-old tight end in Ben Watson, who was way past his prime. Gave him no help whatsoever. And I don't want to hear, oh, he still had Edelman. Guys, Edelman's way past his prime, first of all. He was dealing with injuries all year. And also, I'd like to say this. A slot receiver guy like Edelman, means nothing if you don't have another guy like a Gronk or a big body receiver on the outside who could free him up. A guy like Edelman can never be a number one receiver on a team. He just can't. He's too small, and I get it. You're going to probably say, oh, but Edelman's a Super Bowl MVP. Guys, Eli Manning's a Super Bowl MVP. It doesn't mean anything. Just because you play good in the biggest game of the year doesn't mean you're a great player. Doesn't mean he's not an elite receiver. I think Edelman's a Hall of Famer. He should be a Hall of Famer, I think, because of what he's done with Brady. But if he did not have Brady, we probably would have not even heard of Edelman. And I love Edelman. Edelman is one of my favorite receivers to ever play for the Patriots. But to say that he is good, to say that he is a great receiver when he's the best receiver on the team, just ain't gonna cut it. He can't do that stuff. He can't break coverages anymore either. And you know what I wish we still had? I wish we still had that guy Malcolm Mitchell. Malcolm Mitchell, I thought he was going to be he was going to be a great receiver that we guys got. Dude's reading books now. He's retired. And he was a good receiver. He was a good player. And yeah, if you guys are asking, what happened to Malcolm Mitchell? Yeah, he is reading books now. He's writing books. And that's great for him. Do whatever the hell you want. That's fine. But we wasted a pick on a guy who's now just reading books and making books. Which, like I said, do whatever works for you. But we've had trouble drafting receivers. I think that's another big problem. Look, I think N'Keal Harry can develop into a pretty good receiver, but he ain't DK Metcalf. We could have had DK Metcalf, who looks like a beast, who's huge, who set the rookie record in receiving yards in his first playoff game. We could have had that over a guy who's injury prone in N'Keal Harry. But we drafted N'Keal Harry. Why? We could have had DK Metcalf. And this is the problem, I think, with the Patriots scouting. And Belichick. Belichick, I think, is a great coach. But him drafting players this last few years and this offensive talent just ain't cutting it. Just doesn't cut it. And it's weird that I have to even say this. But, N'Keal Harry, he made a couple of great plays this year. One of the plays that were great was overturned in that Chiefs game. That little toe drag to not even go out of bounds to get a touchdown, even though the touchdown was called of him being out at the 3-yard line, but he was clearly in bounds and made that catch and scored a touchdown. But still, this year I think was a throwaway season for the Patriots. It was a throwaway season from the start. Look, coming into the season, everybody was like, they have no receivers. They have no receivers. And this is back when we had Josh Gordon and Demaryius Thomas on our team, and they were saying this. Two of the best receivers on our team who got let go. Josh Gordon got cut midway through the season. And Demaryius Thomas traded for a 6th-round pick? When Belichick knew Brady needed help. Belichick knew Brady needed assistance. But no. He traded Demaryius Thomas away. Now look, this happened when the Patriots signed AB. But I would like to say this to Bill Belichick. Did you trust AB from the beginning? Did you trust AB was going to be like this? Look, not every receiver you get, even a guy as great as AB, can always work out. Chad Ochocinco, for instance. When we had Chad Ochocinco, he didn't work out. Of course, he didn't have the scandals that AB has, but he still was not that great a receiver. So you can't always trust all these guys. And I guess I get what you were saying. AB's in his prime still. He can still catch balls. If this thing didn't happen, then we would have kept him. Probably yes. But would it still help if you had Demaryius Thomas? Imagine if you had AB, Demaryius Thomas, Josh Gordon, and Edelman. That was the Patriots wide receiver crew in week 2. But no. We got rid of 3 of those guys. And left Brady with nothing. With no help. Now, what will happen this offseason? Look, I think this will happen. Patriots will draft another wide receiver or an offensive lineman in the 1st round. They will bring back Danny Amendola. I would be pretty happy if they bring back Amendola because that would be great. Look, Sony Michel. Look, the man Sony Michel. If they can get a guy like Travis Etienne or J.K. Dobbins who fall the 1st round, I would be happy if we could get him. Oh yeah, we don't even have a 2nd-round pick. That's the problem because we wasted on a guy who can't even catch the new. I've seen, and people were so happy about Sanu in the offseason when we got him for a 2nd-round pick. Look at that. It was just mind-blowing how the media was like, oh my God, Brady's going to have Sanu? How is this even possible? How? Why does it matter if he has Sanu? The dude's way past his prime. The dude was way past his prime. And you saw it with New England. You saw how bad he did. And we wasted a 2nd-round pick for him. A guy who we could have got, a pick that we could have used to get another receiver. Like, didn't make it. I didn't understand how people were like, oh, the rich got richer with Mohamed Sanu joining the Patriots. Did the rich really get richer, or did they get actually a little bit worse? I will tell you this. I much rather would have Jacoby Myers, N'Keal Harry, and Edelman at the wide receiver spots than Sanu coming in. I'd even much rather have Dorsett playing wide receiver than Sanu, pretty much. Because they're both, Edelman and Sanu are both slot receivers. Why have 2 slot receivers? Why? Just have guys on the outsides and have 1 slot receiver. And then maybe line up 2 tight ends for blocking. Or another offensive lineman. Use another offensive lineman. That's what Rex Ryan suggested. I remember that. And you know what the problem is? Some of these really, every Patriots fan's great. every Patriots fan, you're all Patriots fans, but my problem is this. These people were saying, oh, it's okay, we're going to come alive in the playoffs. We're going to do it in the playoffs. What gave you that little notion in your mind that said we were going to come alive in the playoffs? Is it because of the past? Is it because of the past we did this? Look, the past is the past, guys. It's the past. We weren't going to do anything this year. Brady was pissed off at his receivers. You could see him yelling at the sideline. Look, Brady last year actually had some good receivers. Hogan's not that bad, and so is Amendola's pretty good, and so is Cordell Patterson. But he's getting forced to throw undrafted rookies and little checkdowns to running backs who have no protection, who have no blocking, so they can't go for extra yards. But no, we gave Brady nothing this year. And will he leave in the offseason? I honestly wouldn't be shocked if he did, if we don't give him any help. We need to get a wide receiver who, maybe like a guy like A.J. Green. Look, A.J. Green has always had injury history, but when he's able to play, and he plays really good. So I would get a guy like A.J. Green, to be honest. I would get another offensive lineman to help, draft a couple of linemen. Who knows how many picks they're going to be taking away now because of this bogus investigation of the cheating scandal of the Bengals. And that's another thing. Why would you spy on the Bengals? That's stupid. Now I get it. There have no ties to the organization, the spying, but still, they're going to be. Just something had to happen. You cannot tell me that they didn't do it. All right, and I'm a Patriots fan, and I know that they did it. But every team cheats, so it doesn't really matter. Okay? But why did you spy on the 1-11 Bengals? At the time, they were like 1-13 or something like that. It's beyond me of what we did this year. There were so many mistakes we made this year, and it was just all going down the tube. And I keep on saying, people like, trust in Brady, trust in Belichick. Belichick did not have his best coaching year this year. He didn't. I'll say that right there. Look, you could talk about the greatness of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick together all you want. But doesn't mean that they are unstoppable. They have lost before, and they will lose again if you do not give them the correct pieces. Look, you have to remember this. Belichick was a losing coach before Brady even came in. Okay, we have to remember that. He was always a defensive-minded coach. Okay? With Drew Bledsoe, he had a losing record. In his career without Tom Brady, it's a losing record. So I think Belichick is a great coach. Is he a tad bit overrated? And I hate saying he's a tad bit overrated, but he kind of is. He kind of is a little bit overrated. I've always thought he's a great coach, but people say all the time, is Brady a product of Belichick? Maybe we should ask, is Belichick a product of Brady? Because we saw what they were able to do without Brady. Look, they were able to beat mediocre teams without Brady. They didn't get to the playoffs without Brady. They won 3 games without Brady 1 year. And they lost one of them. And the problem with that is, people will say, oh, Jimmy G did really good. Guess what? Jimmy G's a good quarterback still. He can still lead a team. He can still game manage a team. But if Brady was there, they would have scored more points. And I think the problem is there's so many Patriots haters out there that they can't, that they're like, and that's another problem. These Patriots haters. It's so beyond me. Look, there are many toxic Pats fans that I think are stupid, but I'll tell you this. The Patriots haters make them look like angels. People are like, oh, Brady lost. Why is that funny? is he supposed to win every year? So every year the Patriots don't win, we're supposed to be mocked? That's how stupid you guys sound. It's stupid. It is beyond belief how stupid they sound. But you know what? They let them do it because they don't win. You know what the Patriots haters are like? They're like the talk shows of today who bash on Trump. And I hate to get political here, but like, look, no matter what your side is, these talk shows, all they do is talk about Trump and they think it's funny. Like, it's not really that funny. After a while, it gets annoying. Especially if you're a Trump supporter. Which I'm not saying I am or I'm not. I'm not saying that I do support Trump. I'm not saying I don't support Trump. But what I'm saying is, it gets annoying after a while, after people start making jokes about Trump over and over again. Like, it's funny. Like, it's not really that funny. You know, after a little while, it gets repetitive and annoying. You know, some jokes hits once in a while, but like, you know, and that's what the Patriots haters are like. You know, they don't focus on their own team or their own issues, and so they resort to just hating on the Patriots. And it gets annoying. It gets really annoying. So anyway, guys, this video came out longer than I thought it would. But, yeah, I just had to say this. There's just a ton of problems the Patriots had. And, yeah, if you're a Patriots hater, look, you can hate any team you want. But this team has had probably more success than your team has in a 20-year dynasty. Okay? This team has won 6 Super Bowls in 20 years. That's never going to be done again. That's pretty cool. With under one quarterback, I might add you. So, yeah. I'll just say this right here. If you're a Patriots hater, you come off as annoying sometimes. So, anyway, that's it. That's it for the video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.